All right, Shalom. We are the Hebrew Israelites. We come in week and week out to prophesy the downfall of Babylon, also known as the Lockhead. Bear with me for a moment. Wake up the people on this sign here. 12 tribes of Israel, who are known today as Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Silurians, Speckled Birds. Right? First and foremost, and as always, all praises to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushua, Ba'Hashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops and shepherds, including the elders came before them, taught us its truth and shalom and salutations. To all the brothers out pushing the word of truth and sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David. The Aquat that are listening and learning, being a pillar of rest. 144,000, one-third the hopeful elect of Israel, all right? So, I'm the brother Yahshua with no garment on today, Salakia. Thought I had it on the way out the door, had everything, but apparently not. So, with that, right, here comes the wedding, get your garment, okay? I need some subject matter, all right? So your garments, you gotta have on that beautiful garment, right? Because if you don't, there's a particular garment that you gotta have on in order to get on a chariot. So let's go to Wisdom of Solomon 5. Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 1. On the way to Kent, I was listening to a lesson. The elder apostle Gabar went into a dream that a brother had. He was breaking it down about the UPS, right? It's up, right? And the angels were involved. That's as far as I got. It was getting real good when I pulled up to the camp. So I can't wait to listen to it after the camp. And then there was another video. I think it was Skeletor. I forget the name of his channel, but Skeletor was like, "There's no coming back from this," and had Vlad on there. So a lot of interesting stuff going on right now, right? And when I say interesting, the only ones that are ready for what is about to happen, right, are the men with this 100% truth. Even the women, right, that are in this 100% doctrine, they can be scared shitless. That's their job, right? One of a woman's job is to let you know how thick the tension is, right? She'll be right there, everybody's quiet, you hear the little chirping fucking cricket and shit, and that bitch looking at you scared with that little look on her face, right? And you know what she wants to say, she don't have to say it. There's no need to say it. I already hear you loud and clear. So she's a barometer about how much trouble you're in, right? Because she's the one that got you in trouble. Most likely they're tracking her down, right? Like Echo or whatever. They were tracking that bitch, right? It's like Solara, right? Where the hell is Solara at these last crazy days? Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labors. That right there, we could close the book. Okay? We can close the book because that's happened. figuring out, take stock of your life and how you're going to move forward. And I was like, well, I'm like 44, 45 fucking years old. Shalom. Akim. Post scriptures, if you will. Only serious scriptures. Unlike last week. Anyway, 44. What am I going to do now? Divorce, right? So you contemplate. Well, I think it's time to, at 44, you're like, it's time to do that shit we always talked about that we were going to do when we got about this age, right? Not knowing, but time to, straighten up and fly right. You have these every 5, 10, 15 years, you got to sit yourself down, and this is outside of the truth. You sit yourself down and examine yourself. So when I turned 25, tell the story all the time. When I turned 25, right, you're like, okay, well, shit, you better get ready for 30 at 25. So 5 years in advance, you start changing your behavior to become a 30-year-old. So by the time 30 hits, you're acting like a 30-year-old and not a fucking 20-year-old. Okay? So at 44, right? Like this, well, let me look, let me search, right? Well, little did I know that this was going on. This right here. I didn't know I was going to be out here. I tell this story all the time. I had to be about 40, maybe 38 years old, right? I'm cruising. I'm thinking I'm, fulfilling my dreams out, doing music, making records and thinking I'm going to make it, right? So that abruptly came to an end, right? When I came into this truth, I didn't know what was happening, but I was coming to the truth. And then immediately you're confronted, you have to make a choice of what comes first, right? So, if you know anything about the music business, it's pretty much all encompassing, right? It's a lifestyle. And so, needless to say, that was kind of first from day one for me. And so to change the order of importance, right, is basically to rearrange your life. So, what I know now after however many years and tribulation that comes along with this, I had no clue it would be this tough this many years later. Now you know what you were getting into then. Had no clue. No clue what I was getting into. And then all these years later, you read this and understand that this is what the other people can't show. This is what small hats can't show. This is what anybody who claims to be the children of Israel, they can't show this. They can't show evidence all over the world that men are getting up and changing who they were, right, into who the Most High wants them to be. That right there is the miracle. This is the miracle that nobody else can show, because it's not a thing of your will. It's not, well, I'm going to stand up today, I'm going to go. No, this is something that the Most High put the Spirit on you to do. All right? And you don't, man's goings are of the Lord, and you're about to do what the Most High got you doing, not what you thought up for yourself. Anyway, all that long wind to say this. Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labors. Esau, you're out of there. It ain't talking about you. That ain't talking about you. How can that be applied to you? Right? Unless you're one white boy out of a million niggas, you raise your hand. I've been afflicted. I've been good. Well, guess what, nigga? You're Jake. And then, the word is simple. It's easy. Unless you're a fucking one of the most hard-hit, stiff-necked niggas that the Most High ever created, and he did that. And you're firmly in place. There's niggas out there, boy, and your position. Niggas are out there playing their position so well, right? Well, Most High got you down as a nigga, a grimy, shiftless piece of shit nigga. There's your role. Go play it. Niggas are out there. They need recognition. In the kingdom of heaven, and here we have our cast of niggers, and they did a great job. Can we give them a round of applause? Because we won't be needing you niggas anymore. We're gonna go the way of Esau. We don't need the devil no more. Neither do we need his creation niggas. So we did that. It was hard, right? I mean, of course you see the elder apostles, right? And let me say this. Looking back, they put a date on the Tucker Carlson video, right? So when you look back at the Tucker Carlson video, which now is 10 years old according to that date, and that's crazy, right? It's crazy that the Tucker Carlson thing went down fucking 10 years ago, which is a significant amount of time in the truth, right? You look back at that old footage, right, and it's grainy, right? I remember getting an iPhone because I came in when there were flip phones. It's like 08. There was still a flip phone, and I remember the brother. He wasn't the elder brother, but the elder. Ariala from out of Dallas. The elder Ariala was one of the first ones, because he's like a doctor, he's a dentist, right? He was the first one to get an iPhone. And I was watching that, I'm like, this brother, he'd pull out the iPhone. And to have an iPhone back then, you had to be spending like $300 a month. About $300 a month, right, to carry an iPhone in 08 and 09. I think I got mine 2011, right? And I was excited. I was like, oh, I get to be like the brother Ariala and look shit up, right? Because they didn't have the internet. You just pull it out, right? And so the elder bishops, right, in Connecticut, they can tell a different story than before the iPhone or the flip phone. And then the elder apostles, they're like this. We used to watch VHS tapes. So how things are moving now. Back to the grainy video of those beautiful, right? Those beautiful camps. There was like a rhythm that was going on. It was like they were a choir. When you watch that Tucker Carlson, the cameraman, the way he's filming, you got the elder apostle. He's conducting the choir, and then the other brothers, right, putting on a concert. They're all singing the new song, and it's just, you look at it, it's fucking beautiful, right? It's something to be proud of, not to use the word proud in the wrong way. So things are different now, all right? Tucker's different now. But this is what, see, you have to be able to pull something like this out. First of all, they hid the Apocrypha, they hid Wisdom of Solomon. Who is this talking about? This is only talking about one people, all right? when a Negro reads this, he's like, this is talking about me, right? Or it's talking about them cats. I seen them. I argued with them. I seen them cats. It's right here. This is what they're doing. I seen them cats. I seen the dry bones. I seen, you read the scripture, it says they're going to put a sign out, a wooden sign, and people are going to ask them, well, there it is, right? Well, right here it says that a bunch of young men in righteousness are going to fucking be standing as bold as hell in the face of a goddamn devil. And that's what I see happening clearly all over the world. So tell me what that means. That niggas just came up with something. This is the new fad. No, it means that that's a very, very solid and powerful sign, right? That somebody is doing this, right? And nobody can do this. How can you signal to fucking Belgium? Well, we got GMS Belgium. How can you signal to them that it's time to wake up and go out on the street? Let me tell you this, okay? It looks easy, right, to get out there in front of people, right? And I'm talking about that first time you go out there, you're like this, full shit. You're scared. You're just fucking scared. Anything can happen. It looks easy. It doesn't look dangerous. All right? But let me tell you something about a fucking super demon. A super demon is sent to you to test your resolve, right? Right? Hey, that demon is coming. That demon comes regularly. Right? So you have to stand in great boldness. This is such a beautiful, this is beautiful to me. Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. Then when? Now. So you got to understand how this devil had us. He had us in the 60s. He had us under his foot. We were trying to show a little resistance, right? He was trying to stand up. That fucking devil, he had us still. This is just coming out of Jim Crow, right? 50s, them niggas had us still. We dare not look up, sideways, mumble. That was still in effect then. Everything changed in the 80s, but you go back to the 60s, that shit was still in the air. That devil, he still had a firm lock, and he had that knee. He had that knee on the nigga's neck for real, okay? And you had to be there to understand. It was separated, it was segregated, and they had that pressure. They had that full clan pressure on a nigga. Hey, you scared, right? Yeah, you had to be scared all the time. You had to be scared of the white man all the time. Where you go? White man. So that was a real thing back then, and you had to be there to experience it to make this even more as exuberant as it actually. I'm trying to explain it. So from the 60s, and they had us on lock, even with the Black Panther. When we saw the Black Panther, we were like, oh, right? And then when you see Grandmaster Jay come out and try to do the same thing, like, wait a minute, nigga, we saw this before. Right? Jake is a little more wise and ain't just gonna fall for anything. Although we were a little happy. Oh, they're doing it again. They're doing it again. And that wasn't it. Right? But the way things were straight, and I mean the position of difficulty, the way they were that straight back then, for us to stand upon our feet with great boldness before the face of this fucking devil who wants to kill you. This devil wants to kill you. That shit would have been standing, and I don't mean this in I got to tell a little joke on it, but standing in great boldness in the 60s, I'm sure a lot of them did, but they paid the price. It wasn't time yet. It wasn't time yet. I can't really hide my actions. So I'm trying to do this. So long, bear with me. So the point I'm making is, let's use Emmett Till for example. Emmett Till was 55. That was in 1955. All right. And what do I mean by bringing up Emmett Till? Well, they killed a nigga and got away with it in the 50s. 55. Well, we just kill a nigga and do it. Tie a millstone around a fan, a mill. Saw a fucking fan. We could drown the nigga in the river and walk away from it. Oh, what the fuck do you mean I gotta go to court? Fuck you mean? Well, let's fucking go to court. And what happens in court? See, I told you motherfuckers. So what if I kill him, right? The point I'm making. They killed that nigga in 55. No repercussions, right? Lived a good long life after that. Didn't go to prison. The statute of limitations on murder still out there. Hey, go home. Get you a sarsaparilla on the way, right? I was born in 63. All right? So, that's a short 8 years after. Could you still kill a nigga in 65 and walk away? Yes. The answer is yes. I'm talking about they went to the courthouse with their trial and said, oh, no, go home. Go home, you're good. Right? This is in 55. So in 60, you got Martin Luther King. 68, the nigga's dead. Right? That's turmoil. So the point I'm making is this. Standing in great boldness in the 60s, it wasn't time yet. Okay? It wasn't time yet. So, and here's what I'm saying. As a child, hey, your dad had to, in order to keep you alive, he had to warn you. Look, boy. Right? He had to sit you down and say, watch out for the devil. Right? Now, not so much in the 1980s, right? First of all, there wasn't a dad there, right? Your mama, listen to the white man, listen to your boss, right? Be humble, be humble. What? So anyway, standing in great boldness. I'm trying to get you to understand, right? What it means. See, because some of these old crackers, they're like this. Nigga, if you was around in my day, you would have never did some shit. Right? Bringing up the past, bringing up under flooded cities, and bringing up our wickedness, don't you? Nigga, don't. Uppity nigga, don't you bring up my wickedness and wave it in my face. Nigga was too smart to do that in the 60s. All right? It just wasn't time yet. And then to think that 69, man, can you imagine when you see Arya out there with that cowboy hat on? This austere man is out there screaming at the devil in his face, and he beats like this. If you know what I know about time and how shit used to be in the 60s, 69, they were doing that? That's crazy. That's crazy. It was crazy. But there they are on film doing it. And it's the most beautiful, that grainy film footage. And you can see the Spirit of the Lord on this meeting. Right? When you come back today, right, and here we are, right, taking up where that great man left off. Now let's go back to wisdom and read it again. Okay? Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness. Woo! That's tight. See, think of yourself as a 5-year-old kid who's, understandably scared. You got the fucking devil out here threatening lives and making good on it. Killing with impunity and walking away. Right? So that's the atmosphere. Right? That murky, danger-filled atmosphere, right? To go from that, you're understanding. A child is understandably afraid, right? And you gotta live like that. Your dad can't do nothing. He gotta protect you. He's in danger. So it goes all the way downhill. To hear these words after being that 5-year-old child, to hear these words right here, then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness. Woo! Right? That right there is it. I don't know how to explain it any other way. Okay? You can die, right? Standing. I'm a stand in great boldness, motherfucker. I might die, and if I do, that's exactly what the fuck I was supposed to be doing. Right? Not this other skunking around, scared shit. If I'm gonna die, nigga, I'm gonna go out fucking haymaker. Okay? So, then shall it's just beautiful. Right? Because I always knew one day when I was young, yeah, I'm gonna wind up with a Bible in my hand when I'm older. I used to say that shit. I'm gonna do this music thing, I'm gonna do this rock star thing, and then when I get older, I'm gonna pick up the Bible. I didn't know. But sure enough, here we are. The righteous man. Then, now, shall the righteous man, how do you get nigga and righteousness and put them together? Well, you change it. The nigga's gotta go. The nigga's gotta go so that you can be that righteous man. It's just beautiful how it rolled. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness. That's just awesome, right? That's all. I want that to be me. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted. See, it gets very specific in there. Who else is standing out here with a sign saying, well, here's who the people are? I don't see Esau doing that. Esau's saying, I'm the Jew, but I don't know where the other 11 tribes are. Levi, I'm Levi. No, nigga. No. The jig is up. The motherfucking jig is up. It's speeding up every day. We're still out here standing in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted. Wait a minute. That's easy. See, each individual has to go back and do it. Say, well, who's afflicted? Oh, well, that's easy. mean, now I got to stand up and tell the truth, tell the world at the top of my voice how you motherfuckers done screwed and fucked me over, and now I get to say it and die? Well, let's get it done, right? I understand some of the younger brothers, right? You're 25, I get it, right? 25 is young. You still think that there's, let me tell you something. That shit just goes by, just more and more years of the same shit. Being disrespected, living low, and this fucked up at a low level, struggling to try to come up, and you're on a hamster wheel. This is bullshit. Trust me, you ain't missing shit. Okay? Oh, I'm gonna go to the club, I'm gonna get drunk, I'm gonna get high, I'm gonna do it all over again for years and years and years, and no, man, it's bullshit. All of it. Oh, here's a record deal for you. Now I got a list of things you gotta do. Fuck that. You can't make it on your own merit. You gotta do some wickedness in order to prosper. That doesn't sit well with a man who's striving for righteousness, a potentially righteous man. It's just beautiful. This is the beginning of a novel. Before the face of such as have afflicted him. Woo-hoo! In your face. See, we're forbidden to do that. Nigga, you better focus your gaze on the tip of my shoe, and if you look up, I'm gonna slap the shit out of you. How do you go from that to standing in the motherfucker's face and daring you to do it with the full weight and force of the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua on that knee, like Ariyah back in the days? How does that look to the devil? You know he's scared. You know, because when the who's going to rouse Jacob when that full fury comes out? When that full fury comes out about what was done to us, this is what that devil is definitely afraid of. You know what you did. You know the things that you have kept secret from us that we don't. Hoping we don't find out. But you know what? It's all the same. You're the devil. I'm quite sure you've done everything to the top of wickedness. If there's a list of wickedness, nigga, you sit right there having completed all tasks with a blue ribbon, right? When they see it, woo, who is they? I'm quite sure it's the face of such as have afflicted us, right? When they see it, when they see what? When they see us standing up, they ain't scared. Oh, they figured it out. We paid millions of dollars to keep this information from you niggas, and you got it anyway. Not only that, you're standing in great boldness and screaming at it. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear. And that's beautiful. It's just beautiful, right? That terrible fear that we had during Jim Crow, the terrible fear that we had as children, Emmett Till. Can you imagine Emmett Till? Your mom, right, is trying to raise you not to be Emmett Till, right? It's not really living, man. Okay? It's not living. Can you imagine the payback? This is what this is what he's afraid of. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation. Can you imagine that heart sinking? right? Because they know what they've done. And you've been lying to yourself all this time, worried that the truth was going to come out and what the repercussions of that truth coming out will be. And suddenly it's all happening at the same time. It's all happening. It's all going down. Right? And what? It's coinciding with what? The end of the world. As we know it. So you see these things, oh, well, what's going on? Well, over in the Middle East, they're conducting a genocide. Over in Mongolia, outer Mongolia, in Eastern Europe, motherfucker, there, the devil is doing what he does. He's over there killing people. And they keep talking about these nuclear bombs and the end of the world. Okay? What's going on with the money? I see the chip moving up. What's going on with the civil unrest? What's going on? What are these migrants doing? How are you turning shit upside down? Here it is. You've been screwing me, butt fucking me for years with no Vaseline. And now you can let a migrant come across the border and give him everything that you haven't been giving me for years. Like you're trying to start a fight. Did you hear what they were saying out of Chicago? So I'll get checking this. They were saying, I think it was on Redacted, they were saying that we're going to war. I'll just make a long story short. We're going to war. Yeah, you're going to war. There's a lot that goes into this truth. Because where it may seem unconnected and disjointed, it's all going to come together. All roads lead to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah. Okay? Nobody wants to go to the bottom of the slide. Ever heard of Helter Skelter? When I get to the top, I go back to the bottom of the slide. When I get to the bottom, I go back to the top of the slide. What's that? Well, it's witch speak, right? Helter Skelter. I mean, it's an ancient term, Druid, I believe, for race war, right? So they got that right. That's what we see on the horizon. Now, you're going to have Jake fighting Jacob there in Chicago. You're going to have Nicaraguans fighting against Judah right there. Right? Because they still got us confused. We'll see what goes down, though. We'll see. Solomon 5 and 2, when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation. There's a little thing for you. Who is salvation for? Well, it ain't for whoever's speaking right here. They're going to be amazed at our salvation, not his. Well, anybody can. Salvation is for anyone. What the fuck are you doing? If it is, then get the fuck out of my face and go about your business. What are you doing? Suddenly against the law for a nigga to have an idea? No, what hurts is the idea was written 2,000 years ago and now it's coming to pass. That's what's hurting. Don't worry, nigga, there's plenty of hurt to go around. The super hurt locker is coming. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation. so far beyond all that they looked for. This devil specializes in magic. He's a magician. He's a phony. He's not really, he doesn't really have power. The power that he has is in illusion and deception. So he's making it appear that he has power, even though he really doesn't. The one who has the power is Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. He's got the power and he gives it to who he wants. Right now, he gave Esau a little power to be able to fool him. But now he's taking that power away. And the jig is up. Okay? And shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation. When these miracles, right? That's real power. There's a difference between magic what some take for magic at first glance is just sleight of hand, depending on what you believe. Something gets lost when you translate. It's hard to keep straight. Perspective is everything. But I know now which is which and what angle I should look at it from. Though I know I'd be happy to be misread. Better be that than some of the other things I have become. I'm rambling. Anyway, magic is not power. Magic is deception. Your spiritual discernment must be honed. It must be sharpened. Okay? In order to decipher. See, this devil, he's real good at his magic. Okay? Janus and Jambres. Right? We're going to have a staff off. Everybody throw your staff on the ground. We see which one is real and see which one is magic. Right? Have a staff off. Okay. The miracles are going to start, I would say, any day now. You know when they're going to shut this internet all the way down? When niggas start floating. Watch this. That's when they're going to shut the internet off instantly. Because they can't have that going in. Right? Oh, CGI, it was deep fake, it was no. Putting up 6 videos a day, that's not a deep fake. That's a nigga flying. And we can't show the masses that. We have to shut it down. So, this, okay, what we're reading about right here is miracles. Not magic. When it says they shall be amazed at the strangeness of the salvation, that's not a magic trick. Now, Esau is trying to duplicate that, and he's going to use magic. How's he going to do? Oh, I got Project Bluebeam. I have a spaceship. And I'm going to make you believe that it actually exists. Make you believe that it's real, like the ones that we can't make, right? This is what Esau is going to do. He's going to try to pull it off. When they say they shall be troubled with terrible fear and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation so far beyond all that they looked for. Those miracles. Oh yeah, oh whatever, nigger. You're an Israelite. Okay, go back to the ghetto. Right? That's the cavalier attitude they have. When their feeble mind recognize this is not magic and this is real. These are miracles. Wisdom of Solomon 5:3. And they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves. They're going to realize it's all going to hit them at, oh shit. No, it can't be. It can't be real. They're going to get us back. Yep. That's what the whole thing is. The whole thing is with this devil. The whole thing is they're gonna get us back for all the shit we did. You nigga, you didn't know. You should have went easy. Should have went easy, but no, you went for it. Took it all out on us. As though you didn't understand that you have to endure that and worse. See, you're not very smart at all, dummy. Only a dummy would think that you could treat somebody as bad as you have, and nothing is gonna come as a consequence. Who would think like kind of like what's going on over in Palestine right now, right? What's going on in Palestine is a motherfucker who doesn't think he has to pay for anything that he does. See, that shit is still going on right now as we speak. There are people over there killing people, murdering them, making up lies and excuses to justify his wickedness. That's all he do. He did that back then. Yeah, we're talking the 60s and Jim Crow and actual slavery and hardcore chattel. That was a long time ago, right? Yeah, it was a long time. World War II was a long time ago, right? The cost of Hollow, right? Sleepy Hollow cost. That was a long time ago, right? Well, what about today? What about right now? What about bombs being dropped on women and children right now? What about genocide right now? What about today? Is anybody doing anything? You can start at the top. Who's doing anything about the genocide? Well, we can start at the top. Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. The Most High letting it go on. So, yeah, we're doing something about it. We're letting it happen. Why? This is it. This is the sign of the end. Right? Now it's time for this. We're here. We're at this point in the movie. And they, listen to Solomon 5 and 3, and they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision and a proverb of reproach. We fools accounted his life magnitude and his end to be without honor. Figuring it out. Oh, God is on his side. God is on the side of the niggers. God is a nigger. Remember there's a video of some old man waking up after death. He died, came back. And he gotta be saying, we're in trouble. God is a nigger. And God is tricky. That's the word. The term he used. The devil used this term to describe the Most High. God is tricky. You think, devil? What you're saying is God is trickier than me. He made you, dummy. You lying sack of shit. God is more subtle than me. Of course he is. God can lie better. God can deceive better. Of course he can. MK Ultra, nigga. Mind control. Alright? Of course he can. Now, these miracles are going to change everything. Going to change Eve. Like, oh, a nigga ain't shit. A nigga. Lift off a little bit. Let me just lift off a little bit. A nigga ain't shit no more. Everything's going to change when these miracles start happening. Okay? Everything is going to change. And we're close. You know how close we are? That legislation. That legislation man an offender for a word, that's here. They announced it, now they're fucking drafting, they're scribing, they're putting that shit together. Right? We know. Hey, and who can't see how quickly time is going by? It's just racing, man. It's racing. Yeah, they're waking up too. Here's the thing. We're waking up, right? So are they. They're waking up to that nightmare. We're jumping. Hey, where the hell's going? They're like, oh shit. Oh shit. If they're waking up, get out there and lie. Get out there and deceive. Do your thing. Do what you're good at. Right? It's a wrap. This thing is real. It's real, man. Wisdom of Solomon 5:5. How is he numbered among the children of God, and his lot is among the saints? God is with them? How? Well, like this, because you've been lied to all your life, and now you're finding out the truth. That's how. Been this way. You don't understand love? Stupid. You don't understand punishment? Ask me, I'll tell you all about it. Dad used to whoop that ass. 4 boys, it was on and cracking. Okay? It's called the timeout corner. And when you go in there, eventually you're going to come out. Well, guess what? Time to come out. This nigga over here got a ninja stick. Well, how is he numbered among the children of God? How is God with them and not with us? Isn't God with everybody? For God so loved the world, anybody can access God, right? How it's pretty straightforward, you know. How does everybody knows this phrase, the God of Israel, the God of Israel, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Everybody knows that, right? You're saying it, but you're so fucking stupid you don't understand what you're saying. The God of Israel doesn't that mean that he's Israel's God? It doesn't mean that. He's Israel's God, but he's the God of everyone. It doesn't make any damn sense. It sounds like a deceptive lie. See, that sounds beautiful and all touchy-feely. Oh, he's the God of Israel, but he's everybody's God. That's touchy-feely. See, the truth, it don't hit like that. The truth stings and it hurts. Right? The truth got a bite to it. The truth just, you know. Or let's put it like this. The truth has perfect balance. To this guy, heaven. To this guy, oh my God. There's your balance right there. Okay? There is no one size fits all. Oh, God is the God of everybody. And just pray and you can be forgiven of leveling towns and putting them underwater and the most abominable mass killings ever. Just skip right down the street after you said 3 Hail Marys. No, the truth is the opposite of what you were taught. It's pretty easy. God loves everybody. No, he doesn't. He only loves the neighbors. That's pretty simple. Only the devil can fool himself. The devil can deceive himself. Well, I'll give you an example. This clown named Paul. Folks, all you gotta do is say the sinner's prayer with me, folks. Say the sinner's prayer. Okay, you're good. Okay, amen. You're good now. You're saved. You don't have to worry about it. You're saved now, folks. All you gotta do is say the sinner's prayer. And this dude is serious. He truly believes he's doing the work of the Most High, and he is doing the work of the Most High to his own demise. You understand? Because you're lying. You got no business. Is Paul Specklebird? No. I'd say. Is the Most High using it? Yeah, right now. Patrick Humphrey. Most High is using a bunch of bug outs, I guess, right? So, in order to defeat the devil, you gotta know what his strong points are. Right? You are in the ring right now. You're on the battlefield with this devil. Okay? And the starting pistol has already fired. What is he doing? He's doing what he does best. He's deceiving and he's murdering. And you're at the top of the fucking list. And he's working hard. He's working from the back to the front. Okay? You're the target, but he's starting way back here with everybody. God loves everybody. He's holding that, knowing the truth, and he's sneaking up to the front to get you. He's moving now. What are you doing? You think he ain't moving because he's a real G. He's moving in silence. Fucking helicopter. Yeah, real G's move in silence, right? Well, guess what? That real G, Esau, the so-called white man, the devil, he's moving in silence right now. He's setting your ass up. And little tidbits, of truth are coming out, little whistleblowers, and we see you moving. But that fool is moving in silence, and you're the target. Now, what must you do? If you know he's moving on you, you should be moving on him, right? How do you move on him? Well, let's see what makes him scared. You shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the world, being bold, not being afraid of his ass, standing up and getting up in his face, before the face of such as afflicted him, they know the count of his name. Standing on your feet, pushing this work. So you think, he's like, oh shit, my worst fear, they're standing on their feet pushing the word. My end is none. What does he do? He's moving in silence because he's a real G. He's a real gangster. See, nigga wanted to be a gangster. Where'd they get it from? Nigga called himself Al Capone. Yeah, and there were probably some Goomba Jakes, right? But that's what Jake wants to be. A killer, a thief, a thug, a lowlife. It's not what this spiritual power is about. That's not what these miracles are about. Being a nigga. Al Capone was a nigga. Right? Well, here we go. Here we go. I want to see a brother walk on that water, right? When that happens, all bets are up. This is what you can guarantee. Somebody with brown skin, right? Dark brown, light brown, doesn't matter. Somebody with brown skin is going to have a viral video of them walking on water. And then the whole internet is going to go down. All right, it's the water. The water for not posting scriptures if you don't have a scripture that is in line with this this line of inquiry, if you will. All right. Really, all you got to do, right, is study to show yourself approved and follow instructions. What is the goal? To get the fuck out of here and get on a spaceship, right? See, if you can't say that, you're not dealing with reality. The devil done deceived you into believing, right, that your salvation, your God, your power doesn't exist. That's foolish talk. You're a conspiracy theorist and all that. No. You know the complexity of the human body, how the heart works together with the other organs. Just it's enormously complex. Okay. And guess what? You know who did that? A black man did that. A black man did that. A black man who was a man of war, who was an angry God. He's a jealous God. He's a man of war. And he created a computer called the human being, right? Something this devil could never even fathom. And yet and still he's trying. Why is he trying? How come you just can't sit back and let God be God? Because you know that God is against you. You know that God is adverse to you. You know what you were made for. And that all you can do, no matter you want to slam, you want to fly, you want to dunk, all you can do is kill and lie about it. That's all you got. You're a murderer from the beginning like your daddy, and you abode not in the truth because there is no truth in it. He's a liar. You lie about everything. You're a deceptive liar. So, the more we make this devil mad, see, he's going to say this under his breath. Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 6. Therefore have we erred from the way of truth, and the light of righteousness hath not shined unto us, and the sun of righteousness rose not upon us. We wearied ourselves in the way of wickedness and destruction. Yea, we have gone through deserts where there lay no way, but as for the way of the Lord, we have not known it. What hath pride profited us? Or what good hath riches with our vaunting brought us? All those things are passed away like a shadow, and as a post that hasteth by. Okay, so he's saying that in his head. But what are his actions show? Oh, nigga, I'm gonna lie. I'm gonna catch you. I'm gonna set you up. Make you an offender for a word. As what? As a trap. Set a trap for you. Here's what they're doing right now. They're setting traps. Why? Why? I can't see. This is what Tucker Carlson, this is what Coach Red Pill said. Why are you after these niggas? They ain't doing nothing. They're just some clowns on the street. Why you after them? What's the big deal about them? You gotta be lying. You gotta be deceiving. That's clearly your target. This is what Red Pill said. They had to put that nigga down because he figured it out. See, Tucker is bought and paid for. He knows, but he's bought and paid for. He's on their side. Red Pill was like this. Why are you going after these niggas? They ain't said shit. Just a bunch of clowns. They're harmless. Why are you going after them? He was bringing light. Why are you setting up these laws? This is what he saw. He said, oh, I see you. So what are you devils doing? See, because Gonzalo was a Jake, right? Most High put the spirit on him to utter our name. Put the spirit on Tucker. See what? You see what's happening with Tucker right now? I said this shit about a month ago. I said Tucker slowly gonna become more and more visible because they're doing something with Tucker. Okay? We know that nigga's cold wine. This is what the Most High is doing. It's not on film, and I had a discussion with a monkey, and we'll never agree. You'll always be a monkey. But then you lying, deceiving sack of shit. Here you are talking and being schooled, right? The Most High is speaking to you directly through his mouthpiece, the elder apostle Tahar. So you're a liar. Oh, I don't know anything about him. I had a conversation and had to back out of it because it was too weird. No, you got the full understanding that you're an Edomite and what is about to happen to Edomites. You got it. And after that day, you went and studied to show yourself approved. And guess what? You're not approved. You have been approved for slavery in the kingdom. Here is a backhoe, and I mean a handheld backhoe, and a scythe. What do they call it? Scythe? Scythe. That big hook. Right? Chop that fucking wheat with. Anyway, sickle. Anyway, Jake, what is your power? Because you got superpowers you don't even know about. A lot of you have miracles at your fingertips you don't even know. Because we're real close to them. What is your power, Jake? Your power is something as simple as knowing that the Apocrypha belongs in the Bible and they took it out. Right? What's that? That's that deception. Esau, he got murdered and deceived. That's what he does. Jake, what do you do? Where do you derive your power from? Well, studying to show yourself approved, to know who the Most High is, to know his name. What is his name? His reputation, how he gets down, right? This is your superpower. This is how you get through this tribulation. You hide in this book. What's the devil going to do? He's going to kill you. He's going to set you up, right? He's going to set up a trap for you. Because that's what he does. What's his superpower? Murder and deception. It's simple. It's real simple. So I can bear with me. I can't think of what I was thinking of. So let me get back to where I was. Slave my brother. I can read that. It's not what I'm looking for, but I'm gonna read it. And hopefully that it's the book of Genesis 3. No, Genesis 27 is Lot and 41. Genesis 27:41, and Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand, then will I slay my brother Jacob. So this devil doesn't have a problem murdering you and lying about you. Okay? If you understood this, okay, the goal of the so-called white man is to exterminate all Israelites so that they can get the blessing back. We just read about the blessing. Okay? This is their goal. You think he can come right out and tell you? Well, my goal is to put a microchip in everybody's hand and exterminate the darkies. That's really what this thing is about. And if they don't want to bow down and kiss the ring, then it's off with their head. That sounds kind of familiar. It's not like you took a cue from Yahushua, because there's not a fucking single creative thought in your body. You have to borrow. Yeah. Stop. Job 9 and 24. Salakia. I established some groundwork here. Let's see somebody commenting. The homie drunk. I'm ready to go. It's good to see the brother. I'm praying for the brother. The homie drunk. Yeah, it's cold out here. I came out early to try to beat the heat. I'm out here freezing. Ain't got a garment on. Salakia for the garment. Book of Job 9 and 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Okay. So as long as this devil is in the power seat, right? He's going to try to flip it. He's going to try to get his blessing back, which means that Jake, you gotta be unalived, right? So they're setting you up. Now remember, it's a trap. They lay a snare. What was it? A fender forward. Salaki. Bear with me. Bear with me. A fender forward. But Salakia. God damn it. Oh, you know what I gotta do? Salakia, bear with me while I set this phone up. Salakia, bear with me for a moment. Yeah. Trying to get this damn thing to work, but it's not doing it. Yeah, these are the new camp pants right here. Salakia, I'm a little disheveled. Can't get this phone to work, dude. never seen this phone act that way before. Anyway, they're setting a trap for us. Okay? And it doesn't matter. Alright? Because it tells you, as this devil is giving his dissertation, this is Wisdom of Solomon 5:14. For the hope of the ungodly is like dust that is blown away with the wind. Right? Dust in the wind, all we are is dust in the wind. Right? Like a thin froth that is driven away with the storm, like as the smoke which is dispersed here and there with a tempest, passeth away as the remembrance of a guest that tarrieth but a day. But the righteous live forevermore. Their reward also is with the Lord, and the care of them is with the Most High. See, this is what they're fighting for. They want that blessing back. Okay? After this, everything good for us. Right? After this, everything good. After this, everything bad for them. Their good is right now. This is good. What's going on in Israel right now? You're fighting. How many wars are you fighting at the same time? Right now, that's good. That's heaven. No, it's not. That's not living. It must be how a murderous liar. He's okay. Hey, gotta dodge some bombs. Gotta dodge some rockets every now and then in the land of paradise in Aidan, right? Gotta put down some Palestinian children that might be strapped to a fucking suicide bomb, right? That's paradise for a murderous liar. Ain't no damn paradise. Worrying about your life. Okay? Paradise is immortality, not worrying about your life. Okay? Not worrying about Yaakov coming and stealing my land when I went to the fucking grocery store. Right? What is that? You have to steal the land. What is that? Where's the Most High? Where's the Most High planting you in the land that he gave to you after he drove everybody else out? Where's that? Well, that comes after the bombs drop. Then get the fuck out of here. We're cleaning the place up. Oh, you'll be back. Come on, we can use you. Put this cufflink on. When I say cufflink, nigga, I'm talking about the manacles. So, here's what you got to tell yourself. The time is coming, right? When you're going to look up and you're going to be in that situation. Whatever the situation, I don't know what it is, but everybody's going to have their own situation. Going to look up, oh shit, I'm in it. I'm in the situation right now. It's going to, whatever it may be, lights go out, right? Chaos in the street, lines at the banks. Niggas start shooting, and mayhem, lawlessness just comes out of it. What are you supposed to think? What should be your first thought when the shit goes down? When the shit goes down, and I'm going to close the camp on this. All right? This should be your only thought. Remember my training. Okay? There's going to be a time is going to come where you're going to know it. Oh, this is it. Might take a minute to fucking register. Oh, this is it. This is it. When you come to the conclusion, this is it. Your first thought should be, remember your training. This is what's going to get you through. This is what's going to get you on that spaceship, man. Your training. All right? I'm going to get it right here. I can barely read. These are the things we learned when we came in. Isaiah 33 and 6. Right? Your training, man. Remember this. This is the message for the day. When the shit goes down, remember your training. And if you don't remember your training, go get trained. Start right here. Isaiah 33 and 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. Here's your training. Wisdom and knowledge are going to get you through this. Your training. Okay. Women, shut the fuck up. Listen to your man. Oh, you don't have a man? Still a short time. Better get up. What is your training? Okay. Agree with your adversary quickly. Here's your training. Here's how you get out of this shit. Here's how you make it on to the spaceship, the destination. Okay? Agree with your adversary. These things got to be right. Remember your training. Get pulled over. Remember your training. Keep your head low. You're on the fucking battlefield. The devil has got his sight. He's really good with that firearm. Ever wonder why the devil could shoot really? It's not Kentucky Windage, nigga. It's Kentucky Devil. Kentucky Fried Devil is out here with special sauce, and he's going to put it on your ass. 7 spices he's going to put right on your ass. Because he's good at that shit. The Most High made him. He's a very cunning killing machine. Okay? Just like Jake can slam. Nigga, I can dunk, yeah? He's like this. Nigga, I can shoot. You're a black ass. Now run. Isaiah 33 and 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of that. So what does that mean? Shit is going to be so bad out here, you're going to be scared as fuck, not knowing what to do. You got to calm yourself. Calm down. The Most High is with me. This is your training has got to kick in, man. We're very, very close to that time where that training got to kick in. Right? Because your training is the only thing that's going to get you through this. The only thing. So with that, hey, your training should kick in. It's Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High, keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of men. I'm sensing a pattern here. Fear the Most High. Fear the Most High, do what he tells you to do. Remember your training, man. Okay? Fear none of those things. What is your training? Training says, in Revelation 2 and 10, it says, fear none of those things. Well, what is your training? Well, I'm trained to understand that they're going to grab me up and take me to prison. That's your training. That's part of what you're going through. Don't be dismayed. That's part of it. What are the further instructions? Be thou faithful until death. Your training is going to get you through this. Well, you're just sitting there waiting for the lock to pop open. The things that were written aforetime are written for our learning, so we can be properly trained on this battlefield. You get hey, turn around, put your hand, interlace your fingers, and go to jail, motherfucker. Don't be a bitch about it. Go to fucking jail. It's all part of the same test. Get up in there and wait for the door to open. Because it's going to open. All right? Your training. You have to remember that. You got to be scared shit. My training. Fear not. Fear not. What does this say? Revelation 2 and 10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. That's your training. Oh, don't be afraid. Fear the Most High. Fear the one that can do more than just destroy the body. Okay? Go write down 10 things. Training. Write down the 10 most important things that are in your training. And when that comes out, shit, pull your wallet out and be like, shit, it's going down. Philippians 2 and 12. Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear. Here's the pattern, and trembling. Fear the Most High, not this goddamn devil. We're standing in his face with great boldness right now. Now's not the time to be afraid. Now it's time to lay down your life, faithful until death. Right? It's time to put that in your head. Oh, might die doing this, but that's part of the game. Alright, so with that, we hope that the elect are edified, you brothers and sisters. Alright? Call halal Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders. The elders that came before them and taught us his truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word of truth and its sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David, to the Aquath that are listening and learning, being a pillar of rest, 144,001 thread, the hopeful elect of Israel. Right? Shalom. Shalom, Aki. Shalom, Trump.